Alright, so welcome back to day 8 from Advent of Code 2015. Let's get started with this day. So the space this year is in the sleigh is limited, so Santa will be bringing his list as a digital copy, so no paperwork this year. He needs to know how much space it will take to store it. Okay, so in programming language, we have usually a way to store and provide the special characters in strings in C, JavaScript, Perl, Python, PHP, okay, and also in Go we have it. However, it's important to realize between two things. So when we store the string, or when the Santa need to store string, we need to differentiate between the number of code presentation and the number of characters actually in memory. So let's go to the first one. So the first example, if the Santa provide the string with a double quote, so the number of characters is 2, but when we parse it, or when we see what does this string have, so it has only it has 0 characters, so the number is 0. And for the double quote ABC, it's 5 characters in code, but in memory we just have A and B and C. And for the other example, so we have like 3 times A, then we have slash and double quote, and then we have 3 times A and then double quote. So this means that if we count them, we should see 10 characters of code, but when we parse them in memory, we will have only 3 times A, and then this slash and double quote will be parsed as a double quote, and then it will have 3 times A again, so it's 7. And for special cases, when we have slash x and then we have a number, so this is the hexadecimal presentation of some character. So for this one is apostrophe, and it could be some other characters like I don't know, like anything else. So Santa list file float contain double quoted strings of literals. Okay, we will see it now. And then he is using only double slash, which means a single backslash, and then he is using the double quotes, and then x plus 2 hexadecimal characters. Okay, so straightforward one-liner. How we will approach this solution, we have to go over the lines one by one. For each line, we need to calculate the number, or we find the length of this line, and then we parse the string that it's in this line, and then we just do some minus between them, some operation, and then we will get this number that Santa needs. Okay, so let's go to the code and start together. So I created offline the empty file, the solution file, which has the int function, and it has a solve, which is empty, and then the input file, and I forgot to add it to the main. Yeah, so let's add it to the main. So we just initialize the day 8. Okay, so let's get started. So what we need to have a function. So number of characters in code. What we need to have even slice. For example, you can have a slice of lines, and it's slice of string. And what we need the count, so we need to have a int as a return. So for this one, we need also to convert this string to lines, or to array, or slice. What to do? So we used to do previously, we have like lines equals strings dot split. We split the input by the slash n, or the new line character. So this is and then we go over a loop. Let's go to day 8, day 7, and see it, what I mean. So then we go, if the line is empty, we can continue, and this way we will ignore the empty lines. But I learned a way to do it faster. which is using the field, actually the strings, the field function. So we can have it something like strings.Field function. So in this one we need to parse the string that we want to split, and then we have a function to split. So this function, we can split the string like very customizable as we want, like even for a very complex conditions. But for our case, if the string is equals a new line, so whenever we find a new line, we just split the string, and then at the end we filter out or we remove all the empty lines. So if the let's go to so if there's any empty line, we will just ignore it, and then we will get a clean slice. So I prefer to do it this way. And then yeah, let's go started. So what we need to the number of characters in code is very easy. So we have a counter, so we have start with 0, and then we have the line range of lines, not range table, it's range lines, typos. Okay, this is when we don't use AI for private stuff. You just have so many typos. Okay, so 4 lines, for line in lines, so it's line not lines, it's easier, better. Okay, so what we need to do, we just count equals length of the line, so it's as simple as that. And then at the end we return the count simply. So for this one, and for the other one, what we need to do, we need to count the characters in memory. So in characters in memory, we need to have something exactly similar in a function of exactly similar, but a different, we need to do some processing before. So number of characters in memory. So we have also the lines as string, and then we have the int, and then what we do, so we have the count as before, and then we have 4. So line in range lines. So in Go, in the strconv package, or the package for the do all the conversion or converts from one type to the other, there is something called quote function. So the quote function is similar in other programming language to parse the string between double quotes. What we can do, we can have, so the parsed, for example, parsed string equal strconv.Quote, yeah, it's quote, and then we parse the line. So yeah, we parse the line, and then we do the count is equal the count plus the length of the parsed. Okay, as simple as that. And then we return the count. Okay, so let's have the part 1 then in this case. So part 1 is number of characters in code lines minus number of characters in memory lines, and then let's print it out. Part 1, then it's just a digit, and then we have the part 1. Okay, so let's copy the input from the other one. So it's empty double quotes ABC AAA, then slash x27. Okay, so let's fill it out. I think I will remember it. So it's double quote, it's ABC, then it's AAA, then we have this, and then the AAA, and then we have the last one. So let's do some empty lines just for testing, and let's run it. So go, run, day 8, it's minus 19. So why it's minus 19, I don't know. So range, okay, code, actually it's no, so double quotes, so quote retains double quote, okay, so it's wrong, so we need to do unquote. So the unquote is different from quote, so we have the string already quoted, we need to parse it, so we need to do unquote for this string, and it looks this one is returning an error, so I don't care about the error actually. Let's keep it like this. So 12, so let's see. Okay, so it's 12. So now we can actually parse the actual string. So let's go back to the code. Let's put the new string. It's 1342. Let's try it. It's I forgot. 1342. Yay, it's correct. So now we have 1 point, so let's have the other one to get the second star. Okay, so your task is to find the total number of characters represented in the newly encoded string. So okay, this is part 2. So now let's go the other way. In addition to finding the number of characters of code, you should now encode each code representation as a new string and find the number of characters of the new encoding. So okay, so for the new encoding, I think we need to quote, yeah, so we have examples, so no need for speculations. Okay, so we have double quotes. So the double quotes, if we want to encode it, so we have to put slash double quote and then slash double quote, and then this both slash double quote, they will be inside the double quote, so as a string. And for ABC, it will be slash double quote, ABC slash double quote, then double quotes. Okay, I think it's easy. We just need to we need to encode the encoded message already. So I think what we need to use, I'm not sure, but I think we need to use the previous code in Go. So first we have the code. So let's do some like function number num of double encoding. So we need also the lines as a slice, and then we need to insert the number. So what we need to do, actually what I think we need to go with 0. So for each line, what we need to do on edge lines, we need to do code. So I will do count plus equals string conversion string strconv.Quote. So this is what I made wrong previously, so I will do a quote for the quote string, and this is the line, and then what I will do, I will do the length for this one, and then return the count. So I will just try it directly on the real output, real input, sorry. So part 2 equals, so let's see what they need. So we need the new encoded, so the double encoding minus the single encoding, or minus the first one. So number double encoding lines minus what was the name is number of characters encode lines I don't know what's wrong. double encoding. Okay, this one part 2. Just typo. Format.print. So what we need to do, part 2, it's also a digit, so let's go one line here. Okay, so part 2. So we are on part 1, part 2. It's 2074. It's 2074. Okay, nice. So it's done.